Hi folks, this is Trey with Clearly Homemade and our Saturday Night Live event, Clay on the Mug, the Tentacle. I'm very excited about today. So this is my 5 minutes early where I go ahead and share my video and do prep stuff. However, I prep so much that I got nothing to do. Yeah, I'm a little excited about this one. I like to do these videos, and I was just playing around with an idea, and I cleaned up my area. I extended it. I moved the camera a bit. No, this is not the new camera. Not yet, as you can tell by it being really washed out. I got my logo under because I figured there's a lot of bouncing. This may not work. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. So it's on a tripod, but I moved the tripod around so you can see, I have a little bit more place to work with, which is always nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my video sent out. Yeah, this is my logo. I made it. Clearly homemade, handmade. Clearly handmade, clearly homemade. That's the idea. So I'm going to have my video start like this, and I figured it'd be the nicest way to do it. So you get to see. I figured out the best way to keep this area somewhat clean. And then I am missing, I gotta move my video just a little bit. It's my body. That's okay. We can handle that. Just that little bit. It's fine. Good. So then I can go like this and do all this stuff here and not be like, oh my goodness, where'd you go? Where we go. There's a really long delay. I'm watching it. We got 3 minutes. This is what we're doing right here. This mug. We're going to be putting clay on it. I have an idea what we're doing. So we're going to do tentacles. That's the idea. Because I really like the tentacle shot glass that I made. And I had an option of do I want to do, Cthulhu, an octopus, or Ursula the Sea Witch. And since I don't want to get hit by copyright, I can't do Ursula the Sea Witch. At least not this time. And then I was thinking about doing an octopus or Cthulhu. But we are doing Cthulhu tonight. And I already pre-colored some glass cabochons for eyes. You'll see what I'm doing. I'm really excited how it's going to look. Probably shouldn't have started early, but whatever. That's it. Now we wait. Good times, good times. So it's been raining here a lot, which is Florida. It's hurricane season. It's to be expected. But I have to mow the lawn. We have an electric mower, and I have 2 batteries. One's a 5, and the other one's a 2.6, I think. It's like half the size. And the grass, because of my knee injury and stuff like that, I have to mow more often. And I'm mowing like 2-3 times a day. But with the rain, you can't mow. So I missed today for the mowing. It's great exercise. My tan is fantastic. You should see the tan on my feet. It's a flip-flop tan because that's what I use to do everything is flip-flops. So there we go. And I think we're going to go with green today for Cthulhu. Kind of like we're just similar to the necklace, but I'm not doing the hammered look this time. We're going to try as smooth as possible. And there's a couple parts that need to be done to it. I just got to figure out the best way to do it. And we're going to be using black today because the mica powder that I have is going to look great on black. I'm really excited for that. Move this. Get some more stuff pre-started because, it's always fun. Oh, you know what? Let me show this video to somebody else. There we go. Look how shiny that is. This clay is great. It's just a little too sticky sometimes. So it's super hard and it doesn't stick to anything, or it's so sticky that it sticks to everything. It's either one or the other. Okay. I know, I'm totally boring the first 5 minutes. Oh, I got a 5-pound gummy bear for my birthday. I'll explain that later. Hi, folks. For those starting for the 5 o'clock, this is Trey at the Clearly Homemade for a Saturday Night Live event. The clay on a mug. We're doing a tentacle. It's very exciting. So we're going to get started. And it was a choice between 3, octopus, Ursula the Sea Witch from Disney, or Cthulhu. I decided not to do Ursula the Sea Witch this time around. I don't think I have the right color, blue-purple, for her under tentacle. So I want to definitely look into that. So what I'm doing instead is I'm actually going to be doing Cthulhu. It's very exciting. The idea is we're going to have the Cthulhu face here. We're going to have some tentacles coming up here. So the first thing we need to do is get the eyes on. It's always the most important part. So once we get the placement of the eyes, then we can figure out where we're going. We're going to do the clay on here first. Probably should move that down a little bit. I'm not really sure how much this mug is going to be used, or if I'm going to have it either be a mug for decor or an actual using mug. To figure out how. Remember, you want to give that, if we need to do epoxy, which I have a feeling we're going to, you want to give it that 1 inch. This is more than an inch, I know it. We're going to be able to add to it. Okay, so I want to make sure that your ear positioned correctly. There you go, that's the middle. Okay. Now I saw something on, I think it was Reddit. Actually works out. And it was somebody designed a background of Cthulhu, and they had just shiny black eyes. And I really, really, really loved how that looked. Okay, apparently I'm not sure how to make anything even. This, can we? I did not add Mod Podge to the back. Okay, I want to go like that. Okay. Go here, and I put it, it's a clear sheet, so it goes under the clear sheet. I love it. Of course, you see these here. This is these are bubbles. I want to get rid of the air bubbles because it can cause issues. I like how the clay swirled the paint. It was not on purpose. I definitely am a big fan of how that looks. This thing's going to have a lot of clay on it. It's going to have to go in the oven for probably at least 4 or 5 hours just to make sure. Let's hope it's not too bad. I'm not sure if we're going to get it all done today. Probably not. The idea would be nice. Cat hair and dog hair on everything. Okay, we're going to make sure these guys are perfect. Okay. So we're going to have some tentacles come here and roll up. Of course, everything for clay is snakes and balls. Oh, my clay. I got more space to work with this time. It's weird. You know what? Let me do the under eye. Like that. Make sure it's staying in. We'll add more detail. This is just for placement. So if you like that. That's good placement right there. Cthulhu also has wings. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to put them, if I want to put any at all. Do I want to do tiny ones? Because the wings are humongous. I originally thought they were small. I think we're going to go... Do I want to put them like this? Or do I want to come close together? Put it closer together. We'll have more room for the wings. But if you do this, then it gives you a bigger face. And we're going to put it closer together to make the tentacles a little smaller. I don't want the tentacles too big. Slide it down. There. That looks a little better. Okay. I have to figure out how we're doing the tentacles part. All right, I know we're going to put one on the handle. I'm really excited about that because I saw a picture and I'm like, oh, I got to do this. This is why I wanted to do tentacles for, because of that picture. Okay. And he's going to have a ridge. We have to figure out how we're going to incorporate the ridge. Kind of like it in black, though, to be honest with you. You know what? Let me get a picture of the Cthulhu head. There we go. Look at images. And I want to find the one that I was looking at. Let's see, here it is. Now he has, so what we can do, you can do just the eyebrows, because that's kind of what's in the picture, and then we'll do it that way. Okay. So we're going to do the face first. There's going to be a lot of movement on this, which can cause issues with the clay, as we saw with the Cthulhu Mug. So we want to make sure that we are taking care of our clay. And we're not doing, go slant it up, give it a menacing look. This is the image I'm using, just like looking at, just for reference for the eyes. It's Cthulhu by Andre Wallen. He is on Reddit. It's just the eyes. The rest of it, we're not doing that. I don't know why I like Cthulhu. He's just really, it's an old god. You know, there's so much stuff with him. I have a lot of Cthulhu stuff. Okay. I'm not going to get the glow that I want, but man, I wish you could see. Make this. You can't really see it. I can't wait for the new camera. I'm still trying to figure out which I'm getting. What's going on with you crazy thing? There we are. You can see it. Like right in there. The way the paint moves. It's going to look really, really neat. Okay, I want to go up. I could have just done, regular tentacles, but what's the fun in that? Gotta do a face. Husband's idea was for the eyes. Because, it's fun having a husband if you can't bother them. Trying to figure out how to do stuff. Right? Besides, he's where I get all my lore from anyway. If I have a question about anything, comic book related or something, he knows. Oh, look at that. Eyes, definitely. Okay, definitely going to be, add some great texture to this. This actually looks pretty cool, just this on here by itself. I love this. Doing just black, and I have a lot of black, which is, I'm going to need more black after this mug. Okay, I want to make sure you're using kind of right squint of anger, not boredom. Okay. Well, there's a glow to that one, but the other eyes. But this, I think, will work also. It'd actually be pretty cool if I did this, but like a superhero. Pretty cool. Let me see this picture better. I like that. Okay, I see what they did. Now, I did find out something about Cthulhu, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm actually going to be adding some red mica powder around here. Right, red. Maybe a little orange, just to give it a little bit of glow around the eyes. We're going to see how well that's going to work. So I found out that Cthulhu is actually a god of air, hence the wings. But what they did is they put him in the water for his prison. So that's something if you ever need to know a little Cthulhu trivia. There you go. Okay, now we're going to use just a little higher. Because this, and then we're going to go and probably bring it up like that. And then I guess the eyelids, I don't think we need to go up that high. Okay, yep. This will be fun though. It'll give you the idea, because when we do the rest of it, then you're really going to see that it's Cthulhu, not just the eyes, because this could be anybody. This could be, you know, Black Panther. This could be Batman. This could be anybody, any superhero in that black with the red. Okay. This is the one of the rare times that I like how sticky this clay is, because it's just molding so nicely to the mug. Okay, now what they did, I think we need to get them a little closer, which is a shame. There we go. That's fine. Okay, make sure we're going to move this around. Move this glass. You want to just use your fingers. I'm going to add, you know, detail to it. I shouldn't scratch too much. So there we go. It's pretty cool. Roar, so scary. Okay, so we're going to do the rest of it. We're going to do detail later. As we know from the necklace that I did, Cthulhu has tentacles coming out the front. He reminds me of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's like an octopus on top of his head, which is pretty much what Cthulhu is. Big octopus on his head. So we're going to need some tentacles on the front. How does that look? Just like that, yeah. Hi, Paul. Okay, let me get to here. And I'm not using any aluminum foil. I have found that if I did use aluminum foil, I have a tendency of overcompensating for size and stuff like that. So if I just do it like this, I need to move the eyes together a little bit more, I think. Okay, that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm probably gonna need more black. Okay. Snakes. Snakes in my mug. Okay, we have. Okay, let's get. My child's starting pre-K soon, and I'm freaking out. That's probably why I've been in my craft room so much. Okay. Let's see if I can get this picture down a little bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. Brucey's getting in trouble because he likes to. He wants a dog to play with him, but the dog refuses. So the only way the dog pays attention to him, Maggie pays attention to Bruce, is if he has food. So he's constantly like, Maggie, I have food, trying to get the dog to interact with him. That's sad. No, dogs don't like my child for some reason. Okay. We're going to need this one a little thicker. It's going to look really neat. Like it's already, the eyes are already coming out a lot better than I thought they would. So when you bake this clay, this particular clay, which is Scupley Premo, you bake it at 275 for every quarter inch. Or sorry, you bake it at 275. It's a half hour for every quarter inch. I do not understand concepts of width. So I overcompensate, again, one of my issues. And by doing that, I bake it for much, much longer, which really isn't a problem because you can't overbake clay. Okay, we're going to need to move this over like this. Okay, I like the thickness of this one. It actually goes the way it's supposed to. We're going to be fixing all these tentacles to be better, more tentacly. Look at that. That's starting to look really nice. I'm listening to Daddy interact with Bruce. That's why I keep pausing. Amazing how much mischief a child gets into, you know? Let's see. Look at that. What do you think so far? That looks pretty cool. It really does. This is coming out a lot better than I anticipated. That's awesome. I can't wait to get, the detail in here. Spread this out a little bit. I probably should put clay on the whole thing because I have to mica powder all of it. That stinks. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go and move this up just like that. And we're gonna mica powder. We're gonna clay the whole thing. We're gonna do this on the thinnest setting that I can because you don't want it too thick for it because then it can get kind of lumpy. We're probably gonna put it on an 7. The thinnest setting is a 9, but it has a tendency of curling. My goodness, I did not set my thing correctly. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, hold on. The machine has not been properly adhered to the desk. So I think I had to get rid of the mat. I had to change it. Excuse me a moment. Make sure it's done correctly. There we go. Screw it down. It's on a clamp. Okay, this should be good. Let's try this. Okay, good. Nice and thin. It's looks like pleather. Please don't curl. It's curling. Darn it. Oh, now it's all over the place. Come on, here we go. Let me put on a 6 then. I think it might be too warm. All right, I'm sweating like crazy. Not as bad as yesterday. So when I mowed the lawn yesterday, it was so hot that so humid. It's like 70% humidity. And it was so humid that what happened? It was so humid that I was outside mowing for like 25 minutes and I felt like I took a bath in my own sweat. It was disgusting. Great if you want to lose weight with, water weight. Okay. Try to get this. I should have done this first. I do everything backwards. Whatever. It just needs to be on here. So when we do mica powder, everything is going to be colored with the mica powder. You're not going to see the mug on it. You will see the mug back here, but that's fine because it's supposed to do that. So I want that part to look like a mug. Okay, and of course you don't know. Of course everything's going to be super sticky. Okay, here we go. Make sure there's no bubbles. And no, it's not going to be that high up there. Because don't forget, because we're probably going to be doing resin, which I don't want to do because of the heat, but I might need it. Okay. There, see? That's not so bad. Not so bad. The clay is really, really light. I'm going to have the mug part over here. I probably don't need to do this part here, but I'm going to anyway, just in case. Nice and thin. I'm not going to add too much weight to the design, which is good. It's going to be a pretty, the mug's, it's a coffee mug. It's the brand that I use for pretty much all of my mugs. I like them. I do. My Hoard mug, the clay one that I have with the gold rim, it's this brand. And let me tell you, I use that thing every week. At least once a week. Hand washed and everything. And it's still a really good quality mug. Clay stays right on it too, which is, what I need. Oh man, the whole time it's going to be set doing this part. I'm just kidding. No, I don't understand concept of time either. Okay. Let's look at that giant bubble. Let's get that bubble out of there. Bubble right there. And there's a little green clay added right there. That's fine. This is going to be mica'd into green anyway. But it's going to be wicked looking. I wish I think the color green that I want, I have to see, I might have to order it because I have emerald green and that's not the color I want. I want more of like a camouflage color green. you know? That'd be pretty cool. Squish this all down. Make sure we're getting a nice even coverage, even though most likely we'll be covered by the other clay that we're doing. There's a big piece. We're going to smush it down. So I mentioned the giant gummy bear. I got a giant 5-pound gummy bear for my birthday because my best friend spoils me and knows that I have a terrible addiction to sweets, to sugar candy. I can do like a pound of pixie sticks and without feeling any effects. I might be a little hyper, but nothing more than normal. So she got me this thing, and it is 5 pounds of gummy bear. It has the consistency of like really like a Jello jiggler, but more gelatin added to it. So it's pretty darn thick. It's very difficult to cut with a knife. It's weird. You have to like pull the gummy bear apart while you're slicing it. It's like cutting skin. It's as weird as that sounds. Like if you watch a butcher or like a cooking show where they're cutting the meat themselves, that's actually kind of what it looks like. I've only seen it twice, but I very distinctly remember what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna get this part off here. And so, you know, and it's cherry flavored. And for those who know, there was a cough drop called Ludens. And it was honestly it was candy. It wasn't really a cough drop. I mean, it says cough drop, so kids, if you're watching this, do not just eat it, please. My friends do it, or people I know do it, because it's just like candy does. Hi, Royal. And so this tastes like the Ludens without the cough drop flavor to it. But it is an incredibly delicious gummy bear. It's very addictive. I found out today it almost has a kilo of sugar in it. So, you know, I'm trying to eat the whole thing at once. And I'm like, I can't do this. I almost had heart palpitations earlier. Like I was getting like, it's this super extreme sugar high. And I'm like, I never get them anymore. Like it takes a lot. Apparently it takes a 5-pound gummy bear for me to get it. So that's what I have been enjoying. And of course my child, who, I mean, who would have guessed it, is also a sugar junkie. So like, you're eating dinner and he's freaking out. So I told him he's not allowed to have any of the gummy, you know, until he goes ahead. And that looks really cool. Until he, you know, eats his dinner and stuff. And he just gave me a huge issue. Look at that. You know, this actually right here would be just fine if I just did this, to be honest with you. Like, I'm really digging how this looks, but this is supposed to be. Hold on a second.
Ambulance outside.
Wow, they saw an ambulance outside. That's very exciting. I hope the person was okay. Move this over a bit. Man, I love the new thing for the camera because I can see better. Okay. And we're going to be able to move that around a bit. Let's see more of the eye. Because this is supposed to be centraled. And this is supposed to be more under the eye right here. We're going to have to fix these bottoms. Okay, here we go. And I mentioned last time that I've been listening to Lizzo lately. And the song stuck in my head right now is Feeling Good. Such a positive song. It really is. That's why I like her so much. Very women empowerment. Very anybody actually. It's a universal message. Oh, and we're having ribs for dinner. Because I am spoiled. Okay. There we go. Let me look at this picture some more. Let's see how we do it. Looks like it does it in pairs. And then comes up over here. Okay. Let's get some more of these tentacles. Maybe wondering what that tentacle's for. I'll show you. Very excited about that one. But this has to get done first before I'm able to do anything else. And then I'm going to get that red or orange. Oh no, I just got that orange color. Maybe that'll make it pop. Add a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, a little bit of orange. Get the eyes to pop up a bit. That'd be pretty cool, right? These are kind of thick. Make sure. See snakes. Oh man, I love having all this room. I don't feel like I'm like. So you guys can see this. This is crayon. I couldn't find my Sharpie. The black Sharpie, I had like 3 of them. I had one of the really, really thick ones, you know, which would have been perfect for this. And I had smaller ones that they have been stolen. I do have a tape measure. Okay. Okay, nice thick tentacles. Tentacles. Okay. Make sure we're still going up with that. That looks really neat. Okay, so it was 1 here, and then we're going to add another one because they are in pairs. Make sure we're getting a little, I think I move the eye a little bit more. Oh, God, I think I needed that open anyway. Okay. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. Make sure these eyes get moved over. Okay, that's better. Okay, now we're going to cut that like that. We got some more right here. Okay, I gotta figure out the best way to do this because it's supposed to be. I gotta clay on my fingers. Might have to redo like the separation and stuff. And then okay, now so he's gonna have tentacles on the side here. So we're gonna add I drop something. I don't know what it is. It's the handle. Got 1, 2. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this dude has a lot.
Here's something else, Mommy. Here's something else.
Okay, let's see. My child is being my child. Okay. See, I don't like that. What's going on right there? I can't wait to put the detail on this. This is going to be really neat. Okay. Well, I can technically make sure this is even. So if you take a look, it's pretty even. So far, so good, right? Okay. I'm going to make sure that these get... You know what? This is actually just not that bad. Not that bad at all. I can fix that. So we're not going to have the whole tentacle because they're very long. And we're not going to have that room here. So it's going to be just enough. Okay. Now what I can do is I can add a wing. Right back here for a moment, we can stop this. Put this. I'm going to have to do 2. Go like this. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, great. I gotta make another one. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. Today has been a good day. Today has been oh, hold on, I'm being fed. I don't know.
I didn't have a lot of sauce on it.
No.
It's falling apart.
Ooh. So my husband just came in. I apologize for chewing. This is my child's response to ribs. He has been smoking them all day. And they're falling apart. Oh, he caught fire today too. Just so you know. So I was playing World of Warcraft. My child had just woken up. And, you know, we're all relaxing and stuff like that. And the husband goes out to check to make sure that the ribs are okay. And next thing you know it, I hear yelling. apparently there was, when he put lighter fluid on the charcoal, there was still some remaining, and he caught on fire and burned all the hair off of his arm, some of his eyebrow, I believe, and various other things. Just to let you know, being married is awesome. And of course, I just started a dungeon too, and I'm like, I'll drop. Whatever, it's times, but I don't care. It's doing a mythic. He's like, no, you continue. And I said, okay. And so I did. And of course, he plays World of Warcraft with me. And one of the people was making jokes. Oh, that's awesome. One of the guys was making jokes saying, how, he's supposed to avoid the ground effects in real life. He doesn't do it. And, there is an add-on, a modifier for World of Warcraft called GTFO. Yeah, he should have bobbled. I got to tell him that. Paul also plays with us. And it's called GTFO, so, get the heck out. And it makes noises whenever you are standing in bad in the game. And if you talk to him with the program on Discord while we're doing something, you always hear it go off, because my husband does not know how to not stand in bad. It's really bad how he does not know how to not stand in bad. He has actually turned it off because the noises got too annoying. And so our guildmate was like, oh, he needs a real life GTFO to warn him that he's standing in fire. And this week, in the Mythic Pluses that we do, it's a harder level dungeons in World of Warcraft. And there are something called affixes. And the affixes are modifiers to the dungeon to, when you increase difficulty, to make it the dungeons more interesting, in my opinion. And this week we have something called volcanic. It's where after every 40 seconds or so, a volcano appears under where you're standing. So apparently my husband is dealing with real life volcanic. So it's very, very amusing. I laughed. He did not laugh as much as I did, of course. So this actually, look at this. Check this out. You ready? Okay. Cthulhu. The mug has more tentacles. How awesome looking is that? Look at that. Half an hour. I have this gorgeous thing. I love it. I love this so much. This is so neat. And my son is now making the noises of GTFO. Okay. So the fun part is, let's do detail. Okay, so we're going to we could use this, but I think we might, he's making so much noise, my child. Child, Brucey, are you supposed to be in here during my video? I am doing my video. Apparently I talked to myself enough that he does not know that I'm doing a video. Okay, so you want to squeeze that a bit. Let's hope the ribs are going to be good. Okay, I'm going to make sure we get this squinched a bit. Okay, there we go. We're flatten this out. Okay. Yeah, so that was the excitement of today. But being married is, everybody be single for as long as you can. I'm just kidding. I love my husband. I really do. Really, really do. And as much as I would love to change almost everything about him, I'm just kidding. Not really. He is definitely a source of enjoyment and entertainment. Here we go. We're very much ourselves when we play the game. So people know that when they do something with us, they're going to hear about how we are in real life. Because, why change it? I cannot get these eyes to match. But I think it's pretty good. Pretty cool. kind of like how it's feeling. I'm going to smooth this out. Okay, now let me go ahead and get to the detail that I want to do. Okay, so it looks like, why is all my stuff falling? Okay, so we're going to go like that. Like this, right? I guess that makes the eyebrow. Yeah, kind of like that. He looks like he's in jail. Okay. There we go. Nope, nope, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging that at all. I can change that. It's too even. That's okay. We can fix it. Make sure. Oh, that's why. 'Cause it's supposed to be, I guess. Paul, you should message him and tell him that so he can yell at you and not me. Still making me laugh. He should have bubbled. Should have double jumped out of it. So Bubble is, my husband plays a paladin in World of Warcraft, one of the many characters he plays. And this particular class has the ability to put a bubble around them that will prevent damage and death and stuff. It's supposed to. That's what it does. Okay. There you go. Squinty eyes. Okay. Let's smush just a bit. Okay. Make sure we have some kind of. Okay, I'll make sure it's not too much taken off. There we go. I kind of like the dirty look to it. I really do. This. What I wanted to do with this, I'm going to show you what I wanted to do with this now. So ideally, I want it to go up. You can even touch, and that would be just fine. But this has to be elongated, like so. Okay, and it's supposed to go curl over. We're going to make him very octopus-like. And I'm going to show you why. Now, husband suggested, let's do this in green. We're going to see about doing that in green, but also, so what does an octopus have? That's why I did the shot glass for, because I wanted to see how it would look. Make sure everything's rolled up. Make sure this is stuck together because, you know, it's hot in here. So stuff is sticking together. There we go. Just like that. Make sure we're still doing good here. Okay. Make sure it's curled over. There we go. I'm going to make sure all this is evenly spaced. This is definitely not evenly spaced. We're having a little spacing issue here. Make sure this is a definite separation. That's the neat thing about putting the clay on the mug. They can just even out the clay, you know. That's fine. That's why I wanted to put it underneath it, because I knew something like that may happen. Make sure that we're getting... I don't use this tool very often, because I'm not very good at it. Okay. Tentacles are a little difference in thickness, but that's fine, right? Right. Okay, now let's get this fixed. Pull that up apart. I'm getting caught on my headset. There we go. Come on, ready? And roll. And roll. Roll. That's the sound a Rollodon makes from Dino Trucks. Oh, we're going to put this down like this. Okay. There you go. Got some detail added to him. You know what? I need something to give it. Oh, maybe that. Where was? Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. I like that. Okay, good. This a little bit. Okay, we may have a problem with a technical problem. Let me see if I can pull these apart. Oh, almost. Okay. There you go. See, it's supposed to spin. Oh no, I think we're gonna have a... Okay, I'm gonna make sure that there's a slight spin to it. I'll show you why in just a moment. Make this off. There we go. Okay. And you want to have this here like this. You know, I probably didn't need to actually spin the clay now that I think about it. I could have just done it. Okay. Let me smooth this out. Oh no, my tool's falling apart. I have to glue it. This neat thing about being a crafter is I can pretty much fix everything because of glue and all that other fun stuff. Actually, I wonder if it broke because of something I did, which probably it did. I'm pretty rough on my stuff. Okay, we're gonna make sure. Let me tell you just how much I love the room. Oh man. Look at that. Okay, we've got a little bit of some clay colored right here. Okay, that's fine. Now, we want green, right? So I was going to do brown, but instead, gold. It's going to make it shiny. What are these for? Well, what do all octopus have? They have suckers. All of them have suckers. We are doing glass beads because of the thickness. These are 6/0 glass seed beads. Pretty sure I got these at Walmart. These are the bead treasures, gold. So it's similar to what I did with the reason this is going to look very, very crazy because this is black clay. But remember that this will not be black by the time I'm done. So I think it'll look a little bit better than it does right now. So right now it looks a bit crazy. I don't know. Come back. And yes, you can bake glass beads. That's why I have them, because I do have plastic beads as well, but I prefer to make everything in glass or crystal. I think that's better quality to it with glass or crystal. It definitely has more of a shine. That, and throw them in the oven. Okay. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the eyes to give it that kind of shine. And then I'm going to do the rest of the glass. It's much easier to do it with larger beads than smaller beads, to be honest with you. Except when it is warm, the clay does not feel like cooperating the way it should. Okay. Make I have to switch it. Make sure there's no cracks or anything. I'm just fine-tuning the design. Okay. The gold is very gaudy. Be a little careful. Clay is very warm. I wish I did another color, to be honest with you. I have like blue. This didn't have a lot of brown. I'm going to show you why we're going to need a lot of brown. That shot glass with the tentacle on it, the one that I named, the Queen of Jar shooter. It could also be an octopus shooter. That has over 150 seed beads. Seed beads are these, and those are much, much, much smaller than these are. Okay. And those were a pain in the butt to do because they didn't want to cooperate with the clay as much. So once again, it's very warm. The clay was like, no, I don't want these. And I'm like, you have to. Still came out pretty cool though. Okay. I still think that's really cool. There we go. I might mix some green and black to get that darker green color myself. I need to get black mica powder. I have silver. It's not the same. Obviously, silver and black. That might work. I go with the suckers. And then I got this part. I'm going to make sure they're kind of the same. That's why I like these beads so much. Make sure I'm going to figure a way to do this. So many beads. Probably going to bring this up here. Add them. Beads don't stick to beads, obviously, so you have to make sure that you're giving the clay enough to work with. I'm going to roll it over like that. And then, there you go. We're going to do this side. Squeeze the tip like that. I'm going to line them right up. There we go. Great. Roll it over. There. I've seen people make their own suckers out of clay, but I have beads. I don't do a lot of bead work. Most of my stuff crafting stuff that I have can pretty much go with multiple mediums. You know, like I went and got glass beads because I like glass, and also because I knew I could put it with the clay. You know, my charms I can use them separately, or I can use them with the clay. I could even add the charms to some paper craft, like, you know, make make a card, and then, you know, add some charms to that. If somebody likes cats or something, I have charms for all sorts of things. But everything I have can mix together. And that is what I tell myself every day when I look at how much stuff I have. I was cleaning out the craft room before. Holy cow. I don't realize how much stuff you have. Think about getting another table. I have a photographing station kind of set up. I have to fix the light box that I have. I'm probably putting these too close together, but it's too late now. There you go. And I kind of like it in the black and gold. It's not terribly gaudy. It's very fancy. Black and gold is a very classy look. This is a classic Cthulhu. I have to figure out what color we're doing. Time is it? Okay, ooh, we're almost done. Time flies when you're putting on suckers. My child's here trying to tickle me. I think he too had enough of me doing the video. I think we're having dinner soon too. Let me make sure that this doesn't look too terrible. There we go. I really want to get this done, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to wait till Saturday to work on this, or if I'm going to work on it during the week. We'll have to see. I might just do the beads, you know, because this is just tedious. I am excited. I'm excited for the coloring. Mica powder is always my favorite. Always, always. Okay. I'm going to try to get a picture up. No, I always say that. I got to get the videos uploaded to YouTube too. We'll have to count these when we're done. We have 9 per tentacle. No. Yes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tentacles at 9. It's 54 beads. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 4 is 48. 96 and 48, 96, 48, 4, carry the 1. 144 beads so far on here. After I do this. Let's see. That's a lot of beads. 144. And this is what 144 beads looks like. I'm right, yeah. So that's, no, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. I was incorrect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 48 plus, let's see, 48, 36. Here's the one, 86. No, 48, 36. I don't know. It's not 144. I'm off. I'm off by a whole lot. Yeah. So I'm going to continue down here. And it's going to wrap around to go under. I think it's going to go this way to go under. I'm going to see how well I can do that. Because it's going to need to. Yeah. I'm going to cheat. I just do one side. Just to see where it's going to wrap around for me. Okay. So we're going to make sure they're evenly spaced. I'm sad I didn't get a chance to do the mica powder. It's my favorite part. I think it's going to wrap around that way. That's what the tentacles feel like they're doing. And then it'll disappear right into there to show that it goes around. I'll put this one right here. I think this should be good. And there we go. Right into there. And that's it. And that's how you curve it around. And then, of course, we're going to mica powder the whole thing. And this one is definitely going to be needing one coat of the epoxy resin, at least. What's going on? Let's see, it's starting to get a little. Oh, my internet got a little poopy. I'm sorry. Figure out what I'm doing. I can't hardwire on a cord that long. I have to stretch out the whole house. 1, 2. There you go. Oh, there you go. 6 o'clock, 1 hour. So here we go. That's what we have. Yep, Cthulhu with tentacles. And we have tentacles coming out with the suckers. Pretty cool, huh? So there you go. So thank you very much for being part of this Saturday night event. Tentacles, or clay on a mug, the tentacles with Cthulhu. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And as always, I look forward to creating with you. As soon as I know how to turn this off. There we go. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. Have a great night.